You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio,
your community radio station.
Sediment cleanup of the lower Duwamish River has begun. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the members of the Lower Duwamish Waterway Group, which includes King County, the City of Seattle, and Boeing, have begun sediment cleanup of the Lower Duwamish Waterfall Superfund site. This important environmental project will address sediment pollution and help restore the health of the Duwamish River. Starting on the waterway's upper reach, construction activities extend from the south 102nd Street Bridge down straight to the Duwamish Waterway Park. Over the next 3 years, in-water activities will occur from October to February, ending in February 2027. Visit ldwg.org to learn about the upper reach cleanup and sign up for email updates.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. The best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Mom, right?
Women Empowerment Talk Radio, your roadmap to business success. Tune in every Sunday at 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, providing resources and sharing motivational experiences from the everyday entrepreneur. Tune in Women Empowerment Talk Radio every Sunday, 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
We must all remain committed to slow the spread of coronavirus, taking care of ourselves and not putting others in harm's way, especially those already at high risk of getting seriously ill, including people over 65 or those with underlying medical conditions. If you must be out, avoid crowded areas, stay 6 feet or 2 arm lengths away from others, and wear a face covering. Wash hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds, especially after being in public spaces. Avoid touching your face, cough or sneeze in a tissue, then throw it away. Disinfect frequently touched objects. And if you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. Slowing coronavirus means taking care of ourselves while also protecting others. Even if you're not at high risk, these steps should be taken to help slow the spread of coronavirus. We are all in this together.
Ladies and gentlemen, City of Seattle, we are Rainier Avenue Radio.world, the station that cares.
Don't forget.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself.
Here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
Every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
Lineleaders. Who gon' keep these kids in check? Who gon' keep the bar so high the men can't reach? Like, please don't touch. Who make our museum pieces? Who gon' break at the theater ceiling? Act at a pocket, but way in the pocket so deep that they thought that you lost it. How long till they follow suit and then fall in line? That's ink stains from the pen tattoo, freezing time. Got a couple of y'all that's cool, still ain't touching fire. Cause these words feel Siamese, against being touching minds. And that's gold star behavior, y'all's early dismissal. Got a guideline and a blueprint for your art stencil. Know where to pencil it in, we need it all official. That's line leaders, brother. Yeah, I told y'all not to play with us, man. Yeah, don't do that. Let's see who in the building tonight, yeah. Pray. I still like roll call. Who here is roll call. Who up in the bill, who running in the bed, who running in the roll call. Okay, alright, you cool, alright, okay, it's roll call. Okay, yeah. Roll call, I'm front and center. Baby face, he a ugly menace. Famous parties get unattended, and I'm like MacGyver to the uninvented. Unalive that boy if he ain't with it. It's cutthroat business. No shortcuts, I come up different. Most die out or come up missing. I'm popping it cause I have to. Been working so hard I don't see sun. I'm leading my code, they got tattoos. Like try say the word what you need done. I go with the flow, how the cash moves. My lady say I got a green crush. I hate everybody, the sad truth. Got a mean mug and a bean drunk. I feel like beats to the block, rock cheese was a size. Know myself and he seemed to be lies. Cream in
The crowd get easily mopped, and a well-dressed thing gon' scream when he dry. I'm moving through disorders, checked at every border. Stringer full of salmon, had me jamming in my foreign. I don't panic, unimportant how I manage. I don't know, shit, I'm damaged, but my bandwidth took my band around the globe. I got status and they grow. I'm outlandish, but they love it. From Atlanta out to Dublin, when my family gets shit jumping, bitch, it's roll call. Who here, who here, who here, who here, who here is roll call? Who up in the bill, who running the biz, who running the roll call? Okay, alright, you cool, alright, okay, it's roll call.
Yeah, they told me watch for the bear, but I better than poke it. Upper left, got an X when I close it. Nothing left on the run like I stole it. Bases loaded. Eyes bigger when the plate is full. Listen, and wanted signs in the neighborhood. Bet the neighbors noticing the stairs focused. Cause my mama crib made it place historic. I'm a big baller, turn big fighter. Let my sun shine like it's big baller when it's my time. No LeVar boy, that's for bar boys. I'm a star boy in my own cloud, still puffing on features. D&D, it be harder to reach me. D&D, I be dragging y'all feet like a DVD or a PPV. Gotta pay to see me. Okay, we came, we saw, we took it all, it's personal. A couple of y'all on my nerves for what? I'm sorry I mistook your words for lunch. I really thought you tryna serve me, son. The back and forth don't really serve me none. How many times you said that this the one? How many times we gotta pick you up? Line leaders and the timekeepers, mind games like it's Minesweeper. You a blank page, I'm a mind reader, I'ma dive deeper. Say you ain't cut out for this. Oh no. What you gonna do after this? I don't know. If your name didn't make the list, step back, cause it's time for roll call. Who here, who here, who here, who here, who here is roll call? Who up in the bill, who running the biz, who running the roll call? Okay, alright, you cool, alright, okay, it's
Roll call.
Yeah.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Yes, sir. Every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. Opening it up with Oblé Reed's joint right there, Roll Call, off of the new album Line Leaders, which if you remember a couple of weeks back, he jumped on real quick to promote. So yeah, the album is now out. It's called Line Leaders by Oblé Reed. That joint featured Travis Thompson on the with a verse on there off of there. Shout out one of Seattle's own, Oblé Reed, on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. As always, the Juice Pack hosts Fresh Juice, and the Juice Pack has gained one member, man, and it's our first show. So without no further ado, let's go ahead and bring, for her first show ever on Fresh Juice, let's bring in Superstarr TK.
To the team.
Woo! Yeah. We've had her as a guest for a couple of times, but we've decided to make TK a permanent member of the Fresh Juice squad.
And I hope I do it justice.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is gonna be really fun. I love people, so I feel like that's kind of the number one thing you need in order to be able to.
Yeah.
One of the thing about Fresh Juice is what you need is a good mix.
Yes.
So you'll fit right in.
Okay, good.
With the team.
Yeah.
High energy.
Try to get a little bit closer to that mic, by the way.
Oh. Yes. Oh, I got the light is so bright. I had to put on my stunner shades, y'all.
Let's go.
Wait, and Patron is always known for his shades as well, man.
Okay, so we're good.
Trying to get D-Money on board.
Come on, one of these days.
All right. Well, as always, joining us, of course, on the team, we have the regular members, of course, myself, D-Money.
Pint size Patron.
And ID yourself and OG Mamba when they can join. And yeah, man, we're going to have a couple of great guests for you tonight for your first show, TK, including joining us from Philly. It's going to be LadyBoss, yo. She's not just a lady, she's also a boss.
Come on now.
Both of them, yo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And in studio joining us will be Seattle Promoter BBOY. Yes.
Not only a B.
Yeah.
He's also a boy.
I'm both too.
Okay, come on now.
Fresh Juice, as always, is live, of course, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram. Follow us on all those platforms. Feel free to comment with your comments throughout the program. If you have questions for our guests, if you have something funny to say, we also have a game for you coming up here that we want you to get involved as well. So tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their grandma to tune in live with Fresh Juice.
Please do.
Yes, on all those platforms. Of course, we're on Facebook. Go follow us there, facebook.com/groups. That's Fresh Juice Media, IG and X. We're there at Fresh Juice Media. And we have the YouTube channel. Go subscribe. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media for all Fresh Juice content. We do live shows for you almost every week. You can watch it whenever you want. And we do YouTube shorts of your favorite moments on the daily. So go there, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media for all your Fresh Juice content. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. You ring the bell, you get all Fresh Juice content first. And of course, the show will be later available on all podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, all of them. All right, so there you go. And before we bring in our guests, we'd like to take a look at 1 year ago on the show. And we had some fun with this guest called Danny Danger joining us from Portland. She posted some pics that made us raise our eyes. So we had a skater on the show as well, and he went by the name of 401 Noodles. Well, we teased Danny Danger a little bit on the show, and this is how it went down when we tried to get her to see if she would date a skater boy.
Danny, what if a skater approached you?
If a skater approached me, then a skater approached me. Nah.
So would you go for the skater?
The skater's running game on Danny.
Oh my God. If I'm going to go for the skater,
Would you go for the skater?
I'm probably going to be walking where I'm going, or
You don't have to skate with the skater. Like if you're dating a Marine, they're not about to expect you to go on no mission. Danny, I want you to know right now, the skateboarders are sitting on the edge of their seats waiting for this answer.
They're not. They're not. They're not. You're just
Danny, all he wants you to
messing
do
with
is sit on
me.
that
No
sit on the
scrubs
half
and no
pipe.
skaters.
Pause.
That's crazy.
No scrubs, no skaters. Like,
Crazy.
that sounds like a song title. I need a feature on it though. If
You
you
wanted to come sit on the half pipe.
this is crazy. Hey, hold on.
Long story short, I met a lot of women that said they would never I wouldn't deal with a guy that's into the things you went through. Yeah.
Nah.
Shout out to Danny for being such a good sport with that one. What will be the moment for tonight? Well, it's time to bring in our guests, man, and I'm gonna hand it over to Patron to do it right.
Yes, sir. In studio tonight, we have Seattle's own party promoter. You've seen his clothing line. Real ones only. We got B-Boy.
Love that.
Soul Gorilla too.
Yeah, man. I'm in the building. I appreciate y'all having me. Man, it's great to be back in South Seattle. I grew up here.
Yes.
Grew up in Mount Baker. I grew up in Rainier Beach. I also grew up in Magnolia. I'm a real inner city dude. And man, so thanks for putting on, y'all.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure.
Welcome to the show.
All right, Patron, you got another.
Also, we got joining us remote tonight, coming all the way from Philly, the city of brotherly love. But we're going to show our sister some love. The queen who paid the cost. We have LadyBoss.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Y'all come out. I'm from Philly. Y'all lit over there. I'm trying to
welcome to the show. Appreciate
kick
you
it up a
joining
little
us.
bit.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate it with it being so late out there. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a great show for you. All the guests, both of our guests are here. So we're going to do, as we always do, jump right into our favorite game show. And what do we like to call it? We like to call it Take Yo Pick. Yes. All right. How to play Take Your Pick. It's really simple. We give you two different options and you just choose one of them. All right. Really simple to do, but we want you to play along in the comment section on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram with your answers to the questions. And we will pick one of them and celebrate it on the following episode. As always, we're going to get into some fresh ones here with our guests, and they're going to play along with us. But of course, get in those comments, and we'll choose one of your comments and celebrate it. So be funny, stand out, whatever. But yeah, feel free to answer those questions, and we'll get you involved. So here we go with our first take your pick of the evening. Spend the whole summer at the beach or the mountains?
The whole summer?
The whole summer.
You're going to come out like a raisin. At the beach.
I mean,
if you got to do the whole summer, I don't know. It's hard. If you're getting a breeze.
You could have like a beach house, at the beach.
I pick the beach.
Pick the beach.
Down the beach. But you can go get in the water. Just go swim in the water.
Stop playing with me.
Oh, you said
I might go to the mountains then. For the summers, keep it cool.
Yeah.
I would say I like fish. So I would go fishing in the ocean, and I would say the beach.
Can you fish at the beach?
You can catch it with your hand. Let's catch it with your hand. Let's catch it with your hand.
You can't.
B-boys tried.
Don't work.
It depends on what beach you're at. If we're in the tropics, you can be on the. You're gonna be on the coast, like on the coastline. There's gonna be some little fishies that are gonna come their way.
All right, what about you, LadyBoss? You're spending the whole summer in the mountains or the beach?
I say the beach.
The beach?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The beach.
I'm with Patron, man. I'll take the mountains. I like the beach. I'm not talking about the whole summer, man.
But you'll be in
You got a
the whole.
Subaru? You got a
Okay,
Forester?
period. So then what's the opposite? If you pick the mountains, what's so great about being in the mountains all?
Because eventually you could go to the beach. When summer's done.
Oh no, I don't know.
But if you live at the beach, it's like, where do you go?
To the beach. Over again.
That's how I see it.
You go to the bar. There's more bars and restaurants by the beach than there are in the mountains. That's what my thinking is.
There's just more going on in the mountains, man. You got the rivers, you got lakes, you could do hiking, you got the view.
And I'm gonna say this: there's bears in the mountains.
Okay. Yeah.
And animals that and you're less likely to see people in the mountains than you are to see on the beach to help you.
You just gotta
stay with her. Yeah.
If you're drowning, you're more likely to find somebody to help you drown in at the beach than you are to help you with a bear attack.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, let's keep it a stack, though. We all see these crazy stories about people getting lost in mountains.
Come on.
10 days.
Come on.
Finding them, be on Como.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody doing that at the beach.
What are you talking about? The beach is the little
you don't hear about it.
Wash away.
Let's say this.
They don't want you to hear about it.
How many acres of sand are there on the beach? And how many acres of land are there in the mountains? Oh, no. Come on.
Probably equal.
I don't know about that. I want to be where there's not enough trees to cover me when the planes are trying to find me when I'm lost.
There you go. Talk about it.
Come on.
Wave that white flag,
Come
let
on.
them know, hey, man, I'm down here.
I'd rather be lost in the ocean than in the mountains.
Right.
Come on.
They ain't gonna
Come
see
on.
you behind that.
Come on.
Big fir tree.
Exactly. You might as well just say that's your new home. You're not getting out of there. Lost. I live lost.
That's real. That's real. All right, I think we're on to the next one. Here we go. Tran Fee says diamonds are forever, like family and loyalty. What's up, guys? I know it's a little unrelated, but I just want to give him a shout out.
For some reason, I got beach from that.
Diamonds.
Go ahead, D.
All right. And then we'll go to the next one. Here we go. Take your pick. Have everyone judge everything that you do, or have nobody care about you at all.
Ooh, that's
like nobody.
Like we live in the first one.
Nobody care about you at all because you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can.
No, but care means so much, though.
Yeah, nobody's gonna care about you
so much.
But that is hard. I would say nobody care about you because then you could just do whatever. You could walk down the street naked, whatever. Like, and not care. I think about it like this: the anxiety you have from people caring about you, I feel like it's worse than like.
Well, you know, TK. There's actually a beach in Seattle where you can go naked if you want to.
I picked the worst example.
I thought he was going to say something about Hope Beach.
No, I thought he was going to talk about the last question. I was like, we moved on from that one. No, but for real, I think that's my opinion. I think the anxiety of caring, because it hinders you. A lot of people have anxiety.
Definitely.
think about people caring about them so they don't do things. Whereas if you know nobody cares about you, I feel like you may be saddened by that, but you might be like, okay, I would still want to do whatever, but no one's gonna care about me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I feel like that's living, doing whatever you want. And I think that a lot of people caring about what people think of them hinders them from doing.
Definitely a big part of it.
That's what
I'm going with judge everything because people don't do that anyway.
People don't do that anyway.
So we already been living that.
Yeah, it's based. Yeah, okay. Oh, what about you, lady? What are you doing?
Not caring.
Okay. Not caring.
I prefer judging. Everybody judging.
Yeah.
Everybody judging anyway. So
yeah.
They act like they don't, but they are.
But I think that's what's different. If you're someone
natural.
But if you're someone who's okay with people, like that's where the two different people. One who cares and doesn't move based off of people caring. But if you're someone who's like, I don't care if they care, or they judge me, then that's different. I think that's where.
You know, success and judgment, they hand in hand, man.
Yeah, they are. They are.
You're right.
Like, nobody cares what you want to be doing, then just sitting back. Nobody cares. I'm over here smoking a joint by myself. I mean,
They didn't say you didn't have friends. They just say nobody cares about you. I feel like that. You can smoke a joint with someone on the street who doesn't care about you.
I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying.
You butchering my
I get
joke.
what you- No.
Frankly, but that's cool. You got all literal on me. I appreciate that.
I gotta go with most of everybody. I gotta have someone's gotta care, so I'll deal with the judgment, man. Yeah. I gotta be cared about, and I gotta care about others. So there you go. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, here we go. Take your pick. Stranded in the jungle or the desert?
The jungle.
It's a remix of the first question.
The jungle. The jungle.
I'm gonna have to say the desert.
Desert?
Yeah, the jungle got too many animals in there. I'm afraid I might get eaten.
True. Hot. The desert is so hot and there's no food for miles. No water. No water.
I'm going with the desert, man.
Oh.
I might drop 20 real quick.
Woo!
Like, I know my sexy right back. When I'm gonna find that camel, man. I'm gonna get back to the spot. Like,
Find the camel.
I love the camel.
And then it just,
I'm gonna mess around and see a mirage.
It's not gonna be the one in Vegas. It's not gonna be the one in Vegas.
You're gonna go light skin to dark skin real quick.
You ever watch Tropic Thunder? That's how I'm gonna be.
You feel me?
I'm gonna be Tropic Thunder. I killed a panda. I killed a panda. Sweet cuddly panda.
Not a panda.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite movies. Top 3, I would say. Tropic Thunder.
Good to know.
You got some comedy flavor. I ain't mad at that.
Yes. Okay. What about you, D Money?
What am I doing? LadyBoss has a really big point with all the animals in the jungle, but there's nothing going on in the desert except some hot sun.
I'm saying. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna take my chances in the jungle.
Come on.
I'm gonna take my chances.
Georgia, the jungle. Watch out for that tree. Come on. Come on, Tarzan. Come on, Tarzan.
My hair blowing in
Come on,
the
you got some girls that got me. Come on.
He gonna have the illest jungle outfit. He left his Subaru out back at the mountains. So.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Here we go. Take your pick. Take a whole shot of hot sauce or soy sauce.
Oh, snap.
I think that's obvious.
I think that's pretty obvious. One of them's going to be. They probably both have you coughing.
But hot sauce might clear up your nasal passage.
Yeah.
That'll have you crying too. That's what
it's soy sauce for me, man. Stop playing.
Soy sauce?
Yeah, man. Come on. It's gonna be much smoother, man.
Soy sauce?
Yeah.
It's gonna be smoother.
Then how?
Oh, man.
I mean, you're not even being specific about what.
I prefer soy sauce, but I would take the shot of the hot sauce because that's such a big. That's a lot. That's a lot more.
But it's interesting because they're both gonna burn your tongue. Because salt will burn your tongue, and
I think the hot sauce will have you crying too, but the soy sauce will just have you coughing crazy.
Yeah.
What about you, LadyBoss?
Soy sauce.
I'm with LadyBoss on that one.
Okay. The guests are in agreement.
Okay, yeah, I would say soy sauce too.
Soy sauce. I'm going with the hot sauce, even though I usually prefer it.
Okay. Patron living on the wild side.
What you doing, D?
Ooh. Not that I would ever do either, but I'll be with Patron. I'm going to be on the wild side on this one. Give me that hot sauce.
But I do got to know, what's everybody's favorite hot sauce?
It depends on the situation.
I usually don't use hot sauce, so
yeah,
I would say Texas Pete just because it says Texas in the name.
Why don't you use hot sauce? What's that all about? You
I don't like the
you Filipino, bro?
Louisiana.
Off the rib.
So the soy sauce is for sure.
Yeah.
You said Louisiana?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's. Yeah. Oh, you get the one that's in the little, like the bottle. It's like the neck is so skinny.
Yeah.
My bestie put it on Tabasco, and I look at like the ingredients. There's like 2 ingredients in that. Like this is like
Chile.
That's like the safest one you can get.
Hey, Tabasco's the one though because it's got flavor, it's got kick. You feel me? It goes with a lot of stuff. See, every hot sauce got a situation now.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know what it is, but Frank's. I don't know what it is. I like Frank's too. I know it's not for everything, but I think it's my childhood. To easy throw in the oven buffalo wings.
Tell me more about this. Every hot sauce has its own situation, baby boy. What is that? What do you mean?
I mean, like, you know, there's hot sauce for Mexican food. There's hot sauce for Asian food. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't.
There is true.
You know, you don't put sriracha on tacos. Like,
come on now.
I mean, you can.
Asian tacos. Unless they're Asian tacos, y'all.
I mean, you can, but you know, let's just keep it a stack here.
Now in Philly, do they eat? Are there a specific hot sauce that is like known for Philly?
I would have to say Louisiana. That's like,
and that's
it's like for everything. Like everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, do people eat a lot of hot foods up in Philly?
I don't know. It all depends on the person. It's depending on if they like hots or not.
I've only been to Philly once, LadyBoss, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I really like that Jim's cheesesteak.
Oh yeah.
Jim's was the one for me. That was the one I really enjoyed.
Yeah, that's one of the best places in Philly for the cheesesteaks. Yeah.
Shout out Jim's.
Can you make sure you send us one in the mail, please?
Cheesesteak.
I don't think that's gonna travel well, TK.
Why don't you, LadyBoss? Why don't you go on a plane with a cheesesteak and bring it to me?
Just gonna bring it to you. I can do that. I might do that.
Fresh Prince got it. It's a bag.
Yeah.
Hey, LadyBoss said if the check clears, she with it. Fresh juice and cheesesteaks, man. The club.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you everybody for playing. Take your pick this evening, man. All right, we got a lot more show coming at you. We're gonna be chopping it up with LadyBoss and B-Boy, and I believe LadyBoss will be laying down a freestyle later on in the show. So yeah,
definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah, for sure. She's fire on the verses, man. So that's all coming at you. But right now, we got former guest of the show, a new song from her, K Yvette, with her new joint out of Terrell, Texas. You Are Loved.
Texas, let's go.
Off of the upcoming album, Love Paradigm EP. This is You Are Loved by K Yvette. And did I forget to mention Stuey Newton will be doing a short little quick update later on in the show. So stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, here's K Yvette, You Are Loved. Fresh Juice, Rain on the Radio. We'll be right back with LadyBoss and B-Boy.
You look too good not to smile. And though maybe it's been a while since words like this have come your way. You are loved. You don't hear it often, but it's true. There's beauty in the strength of you. Just in case you never knew, you are loved. Every day you move with silent pride, hustling with nowhere safe to hide. Your struggles tucked away, undone by all the words we say. With heavy heart you yearn to see a soft smile or kindness flows free. And walls are stripped away to show how much we need you and why. Despite the chasm that divides, our love for you cannot be quantified. We see your strength and feel your pain. Your quiet courage is ingrained in every move and every breath, immeasurable to unknown depths. So much more to you than meets the eye, and that is why good not to smile. And though maybe it's been a while since words like this have come your way, you're all I love. You don't hear it often, but it's true. There's beauty in the strength of you. Just in case you never knew, you're all I love. Here's to the men who pray, stay with the sovereign grace. Just being honest, 'cause it's real. The way you make our hearts feel, caught up in the weight you bear. Don't notice how we stop and stare. Take a moment to let your spirit shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Love to see you shine. Like this have come your way. Don't you know you are loved? You don't hear it often, but it's true. There's beauty in the strength of you. Just in case you never knew, you are loved. You look too good not to smile. Oh, baby, it's been a while since words like this have come your way. You are loved. You don't hear it often, but it's true. There's beauty in the strength of you. And just in case you never knew, you are stand tall, you're strong and bright, lifelong, your soul we find, true love divine. You're a king, adjust your crown, every stone behold us down. You may not see, it's you we need. Remember, you're enough, stand firm in love.
Hi, you're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your hosts D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and me, Kay Yvette. Keep it locked right here and keep those vibes flowing.
Get ready for a night of rhythm, soul, and your groove. Jazz, funk, soul. Featuring Edward Hart, Jeff Lorber, and Paul Jackson Jr. returns to Demetrius Jazz Alley for 6 unforgettable shows, July 17th through July 20th. They're celebrating the release of their brand new album, Simpatico, and you'll be among the first to hear it live. Grammy-nominated jazz legends at the top of their game. Do not miss this incredible musical experience. Grab your tickets now at jazzalley.com. That's jazzalley.com.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam.
Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at yung local Filipino community, Phil Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news.
Kaya always tune in. Phil Radio every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
1, 2, get down.
What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Mara-Ire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Hey, Seattle. Here are some storage tips to love food, stop waste. Onions make potatoes sprout faster. Keep onions away from potatoes. Ripe bananas give off a gas that makes the fruit around them ripen faster. Store bananas away from other fruits. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Yo, it's your man, the infamous Sleepy DJ Sleepy, Barbecue or Boogaloo. Shout out to Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, The Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, ID Yourself, and Superstarr TK. Right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Say it. That's when we had it. Matter of fact, we did. Look.
wrong. Instead, you do the crab-ish. What's going on? Give me answers quick. Bet you can't do that. You looking at the do-rag. What's under it? The hate rise above it. You need to understand that's your sister and brother. We look alike, same skin, same issues. The same story we all been through. All we got is what our ancestors been through. Blaming a white man, stop pointing fingers, black. It's you, look in the mirror, get that devil off your back. Too many tough guys and chicks, that's not winning. Not impressed, honestly, I feel offended. We not a cursed nation, just need more God. Who you to take a life? That ain't your job. A small problem is, bro, you got too much pride. Sis, all you worry about is lashes on your eyes. Come on, we much better, deep down inside. Being segregated would have been beneficial. Can't blame MLK, we got a bigger issue. Running to the pistol like it's gonna solve it all. Oh, you up cause you got a body, it's giving fall. That's what it is. We already here. Get ready. SELFDEST don't make sense. Let me vent. The white man laughing, sitting back watching like it's about to happen. Time you on, leaving guns on the mattress. Concerned for the babies, they see it then they grab it. Little body couldn't take it after they blasted. You crying now, ducking and running. Hold up 1 second, I'm on to you, youngin'. You play the block, yeah, you on the corner. Pop sips in your face, every teardrop on it. Catch a case, they play the tape, then they on you. Ain't no real money out here, y'all be drawn. 9 to 5 get you by, heard you say it's boring. Jealous too, just staring at four corners. Must I warn you, a sis, listen up. You good enough, truth be told. Oh, you digmatized, you snatch your soul. Come again, them words just a trend. You had many men, just had your mind right. No, not sexy red, not that type. Friends on them and have a good life. Oh, yeah, you know better. Your young days is over. Stay in position, teach kids till they older. But I see kids now raising grown ups. It's not cool. It's really a shame. Cussing you out in public, you the one to blame. We need change. We need it right now. Cause my kids not safe playing at the playground. Ignorance is winning, so is stupidity. When your folks get shot or murdered, y'all want sympathy. Make it make sense. Right now it's bigotry. Self-destruction. That's what it is. We there. Self-destruction. It hurts me when I see my people can't get along. Self-destruction.
Self-destruction, Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, LadyBoss on that record right there.
I loved it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you smoked that. I love the aesthetics.
Yep, and I also love that you brought back this. That's like one of my favorite songs from growing up.
Ooh. Self-destruction. Yeah.
Bring
Classic.
the message back.
Yes. Some good little freestyle, if you will, right there. I think on that record.
Right.
Like, is that on a project?
No, it's just a promotional thing, freestyle. But I'm a push that till I can't push it no more.
There you go.
Hey, it's worth pushing. It's worth pushing.
The world really needs it right now.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I wanted to because when the record was playing, I wanted to ask you guys, because though y'all from Seattle, is it like a big thing with like people leave guns around kids out there and they grabbing them and shooting themselves accidentally? Is that a big thing out there? Because it goes on here in Philly a lot.
Ooh. Like in the streets or like at home?
At home, like say if a parent leave a gun unattended and a child picks it up. Did that happen down there?
It's happened before, but I don't know if it's like an epidemic or like.
Yeah. Probably not as common, but it definitely happens. I mean,
it's common over here. It's kind of common.
I mean, it happens everywhere, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Spitting that real.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
For sure. And
Are you part of are you involved in anything that's like working to fix outside of your music?
I'm reaching out to people. I know they see me reaching. It's just like, based on I'm doing it by myself, it's kind of hard. Philly is tough. It's real tough out here.
Yeah.
But I got to keep going.
Yeah, you definitely got to.
For sure. And we hear that you are definitely involved in the community, not only just rapping on the mic, but you're getting involved with helping troubled youth and tell me how you got into that. Like what pushed you that direction?
All that was my doing. Like I got on the phone and I made some phone calls and internet, Instagram. I reached out to some people at the Juvenile Justice Center and it just came together. Like went down there and started talking to like, I couldn't talk to the young guys, but they let me talk to the young girls, and that was good enough. You know, I had young girls coming up to me crying, and they didn't want to be, especially it was around the holiday times, and I just like girls in there that was pregnant. It was real rough for me, and I just talked to them the best way I knew how, like as a big sister, if anything.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for
real.
sure.
And sometimes that's really all it takes, because I don't know for anyone else in the room, but we were talking about the caring and being and having nobody care about you. But you think because you have people that care about you, you think everyone else in the world, they have to have one person that cares. And there's so many people walking around who really could care less. Like genuinely, like you're saying, it's better to have someone care than not care. But you don't even know how just listening to somebody or just having a shoulder for them to cry on is so important. And that's like something small to a lot of, I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but it seems like something small, but it's really big. Like even just homeless people, I think about when you walk past them, they may ask for coins, but it's like, who is actually asking them, like talking to them outside of that, you know, like who's actually truly beyond just a homeless person. I think that just that listening and giving your time is something you can't get back.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
Yeah.
For sure. How often do you go into juvenile justice centers? Is this a regular thing for you, like a weekly thing, or?
It's not very often, but I do have one more lined up. I gotta get on the ball and reach out to the director behind it. But it's not very often. It's just I just take them as they come, and I'm doing my own thing. I'm making the connections myself. So
organic. So you don't got a game plan. You just go.
I just go
meet people and just keep it moving, keep it building.
Yeah,
that's it.
Is it something you want to build off of? Like if you had more people helping, is that something you'd want to start, or you just kind of want to stick to doing it by yourself? You're not by yourself, but you know.
I wouldn't. I guess. Yeah. I wouldn't mind. Like if it's something that's in the plan, then I'll be out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever teach them how to rap?
They, I go to church.
That was the whitest question.
No, that's
guilty as charged.
Hey, you guys want to rap?
That's a good question.
Teen pregnancies.
Nah, you got me with that one.
Mountains.
Nah, so being as I go to church, like they as a youth, like they want me to start teaching kids how to rap within the Bible, the kids' Bible study. So I might start there. But nah, they never asked me to teach them how to rap. A lot of them come up to me. Well, one girl, she came up to me and she actually spit a rap for me, and she was crying when she started rapping. So that right there almost made me tear up. Yeah.
That's so important. I think another thing is really dope about rap is like having another voice of expressing yourself and just getting it out when you're going through stuff. And I think that's dope if you're able to even just get people into poetry or writing.
Yeah.
And that's like having that voice when, you know, getting it out of your head is sometimes the most important thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It don't always have to be rap.
Yeah.
Right.
Not to mention it's a good way to help them build some confidence, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you have a voice like that when you were growing up?
What, rapping?
No, in that position of somebody to like kind of mentor you and
help you out. Yeah.
No, not really. It just came natural when it comes to the starting out. Like it was a natural thing to rap.
For sure. All right, now you speak about your journey, and the George Floyd riots especially helped you like really get serious about your career. It sounds like.
Yeah. When George Floyd lost his life, I think I felt a shift. I don't know if I felt it myself, but I felt like, you know, as a Black community, I felt like we should have like came together, and that's what really molded me to really stick to this conscious rap and talk to the community. To be honest with you,
Hey, could I ask a quick question? So, like, who are some of your people that you look up to in the rap game that kind of like laid that type of foundation? Like, who are some of your favorite artists?
To this day, Kendrick Lamar, and if I had to take it back, it'll be Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice group.
Yeah, for sure.
What about females though?
Females, you got MC like Queen Latifah. Rap to this day, Rhapsody.
Rhapsody,
yes. Yeah.
How political do you get into the raps?
I don't think it's too much political. It's more like community based and unity, if anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because politics are whack.
Yeah. They just gonna be what they gonna be. You know?
They're gonna be what they gonna be.
Do you feel like for yourself you try and target a certain demographic, or do you feel like you try and target a lot of different demographic versus like I'm gonna try and target young women or do you feel like you're gonna target the whole community?
It's the whole community. I know a lot of people want to tackle on the youth, but if we can't grab hold of the adults as a whole, then where do we really begin with? Because it comes from the adults to pass down to the kids, so that's what they missing. But I just want to touch everybody as as a whole.
There you go.
Yeah,
I respect it.
For sure.
Do you have any like significant moments that I know you told us about? They came to you and they were crying, but do you have any significant moments or people that you feel like you've actually touched and you've seen it from when you first met them and then touched them and you've seen like the growth within that person?
Yeah. Sorry, but last time I think last time I was performing, and the lady, she didn't even let me come off the stage. She came up to me and she was like, "Baby, what you were rapping was like fantastic. It was amazing. It touched me." And I said, "You know what?" I said, "I got a table full of t-shirts over there. Let's go over there and grab you one free." And she like really put a smile on my face because she didn't even let me come off the stage, and that just touched me to let me know like just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
As long as you touch one person, change.
That's it.
Spark something in somebody else. Doesn't have to be 100 people. Just one person is all it really takes.
That's it.
Good energy spreads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure. Now, the new EP, A Street Reflection 2, is out. There's the cover and little track list right there. I believe Give Me Answers will be playing that in a little bit, the video for that. But talk about that cover right there. I see a watch. I see some glass. I think that's your face there in the background.
Yeah. The designer guy, he designed it. That's what he came up with. I think because I got an EP out. I'm about to re-release. It was a Street Reflection 1. So I guess he wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. It's just like a little part 2 cover he put together. The watch and stuff. Be as though sometimes you can get killed over your watch, your jewelry, or whatever, and the money and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking. That was his concept, and I ran with it. So it's out. Yeah.
Are there any differences between the album and the EP, or is it just a continuation of the direction you were going?
It's not really a continuation, but it is. I'm still going in the same direction, On the first EP, I put 2 like street tracks on there. I regret it, but it's also some conscious, deep thoughted tracks on there as well. But this EP that I got out now, A Street Reflection 2, everything is deep rooted and is conscious. Yeah.
But you said you regret going in a street direction?
I mean, it wasn't too much of the street, but it was more like, let's not forget, I did a trapping song on there talking about money, but it was never like on no killing stuff. I got a track on the first EP called By the Way, where I'm just talking about being on the block and being around certain things and stuff like that. So it ain't really too much getting away from how I rap.
Yeah. You can be conscious and get a bag.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
I also feel like it's
the stuff you be saying, man. It's like
Buddy's crazy. I just met dude. He's out of pocket. But look, hey, you know what though? There is a bag to get. Don't.
It is.
It is. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can get some money.
Common sense,
and you can spread good word and good influences, man. Don't ever let nobody tell you no. But I kind of felt your response there, man. The bag ain't super large in the conscious world, man.
Yeah.
But there's other ways to make bread. Put on that gas, lady.
Yeah.
And also when you have different diversified like genre, like you have a trap song with a conscious song, you might open somebody else's eyes to something that they wouldn't have listened to before or not, which I think
Yeah. I mean, look, man, music, that's the great thing about music, man. It can spread further than any product.
Right.
It's easy to listen to something. You just got to find it.
That's why we've been seeing a lot of black cowboys recently.
Yeah, this is true.
That's true.
They did one country album. Now everybody said that it's weird. They love country.
That's true.
So,
I don't know when Boots on the Ground dropped, but ever since.
Okay, boots on the ground. That's all they've been wanting.
What's up with them black cowboys in Philly, man? I know they be out there riding.
Nah, actually, I wear them hats all the time. Like before he even came out with the song, I've been rocking them Jones. Yeah. So
man, I put my first Mexican looking hat. Man, they thought I was what's the boy's name? Mexican OT. Yeah. I said, yeah, boy. Yeah.
Como se dice?
I mean, my flavor is flavor. You know.
Okay,
really,
come on.
How you pull it off?
That begs the question, Lady Boss. How do you get down on the dance floor? Do you?
Oh man, a little two step. I don't want to.
You don't know two step?
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt nothing.
Yeah.
Bro said, how do you get down on the dance floor?
Because I can go crazy, and I know I just sweating all crazy. No, I'm a two step right now.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
hey,
it.
how do you get down on the dance floor?
Hey, I'm in the same bag though too. I can only do like the two step or something like that. You know, nothing too crazy.
I can't even picture you
His
dancing.
favorite album was from Weezer.
A little bop, and that's it.
That's a great band. That's a great band.
Yeah, they're fire.
I know.
I love rock music.
I don't know nothing about no Weezer, man.
He said he knows Weezy Jefferson, and that's it.
Look, D man. Since we talking to you, mate, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? One of your favorite albums ever, man? I just want to hear it, man.
Ask him what is the first CD, but
what's the first CD?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear. Oh, come
He
on.
cracking up.
What's the first CD that I bought? I don't know. I think it was Jay-Z.
Okay.
The first CD I ever got was Will Smith getting jiggy with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Millennium album. Sorry, Millennium album.
What about you? What was the first CD?
mine was TP2.com.
Okay.
Okay.
LadyBoss, what was the first CD or tape that you bought?
It might have been an LL Cool J cassette.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was crazy about LL Cool J.
Man.
Ooh.
Man.
Yeah.
My second one was
Lady
the Jay-Z
Love
album,
Cool
and it was the
J.
Dynasty.
I say do.
Man, first CD I bought, man, was from Musicland at the Westlake Mall. It was Mary J. Blige. What's the 411?
Crazy.
Okay, that
1992.
that album.
dope.
And it came in the long box back then. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, when they had the long
Yeah,
box.
yeah,
back
yeah.
then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm older than y'all, so y'all like.
But these are classics though.
Yeah.
Right.
What CD was yours, D-Money?
Real love.
Well, actually, I just remembered it. Actually, it was Luda's Chicken and Beer.
That was the
Yeah,
first
I
CD.
got the Jay-Z, but I think I got the Luda before that. Yeah.
Okay. Put that in the classics, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I do
You
remember
got
that
to.
one.
You
Yeah.
got to.
Do you remember what album it was, TK?
You said what?
Your first album?
Oh yeah, it was now that the first album that I was given as a conscious.
No, what you
person.
bought.
Oh, what I bought?
You got on the bus and
Oh,
broke that 20 up.
so here's the thing. I came out around iTunes, so I was buying stuff.
That's
on
fair.
iTunes.
That's fair.
So,
That's that generation.
Yeah.
oh, I don't.
What about you, Lady Boss? What's it?
The first.
What's the CD?
Oh, I said cassette. So CD. It might have been LL Cool J.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting them CDs just to get the address from up in New York and the record labels and stuff.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
I don't think LL gets enough flowers, man.
Yeah, he actually dropped a new album. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
It's
Touch it, why don't you?
But-
Touch it, why don't you?
No, because he really the range though. The range from like being a spitter bar heavy, and then also coming with the lady joints and club records.
But just making bangers that are club bangers, like
Yeah.
Auntie favorite rapper.
Shout out DT, right? You know that. I feel it. But I mean, he gave us. Man, there's probably about a dozen singles from LL that are just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Shout out. That's that's back when we could sing.
What's your favorite LL song of all, Lady Boss?
Mama Said Knock You Out. He got a lot of joints. I Need Love. He got a lot of classic Jones.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Around the Way Girl.
That's
He
that's
snapped-
one of them.
He snapped on that.
Right.
That changed.
And he was
changed
fly.
the game. Yeah. Yeah. He was bench pressing and doing sit-ups before these cats was on Ozempic. L was really doing it. He was doing jail workouts 93.
Wow.
In Adidas high tops. You feel me?
Wow.
I mean,
and on that note, we need to get to our birthday segment. So let's celebrate the birthdays of the week. Here we go with our birthdays.
Yo.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I believe you got one coming up pretty soon here, lady. You got a birthday coming up here soon?
Oh, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was June 22nd.
There you go.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, Cancer. Yeah,
Cancer. Yeah. Mine was the 26th.
Okay, Krabby Crab.
Crabs.
Any other birthdays from the rest of y'all? Anybody you wanted to shout out to having a birthday within like this month or something like that?
Man, Mac Dre's birthday's coming up.
Okay. Mac Dre
On the 5th.
R.I.P. Mac D.R.E.
Yes.
Another great gone too soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Happy
I
birthday,
always
Mac
think about.
Dre.
I always wonder what he would have done if he was like if he.
Man,
I just wonder where his
So much could have
if
been done.
evolution would have been.
I think I
With the
feel
happy
like
birthdays though, happy birthday to my fiance. Her birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, fiance.
go.
Friday.
Friday. Okay. Yeah.
What y'all doing?
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna say, what y'all doing?
so my birthday's on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
It's always a party.
It is.
Fireworks for her.
Yes. Light up the sky.
He said he's
for her.
getting her extra bottle rocket.
Let's go.
You guys have anything special planned?
Yeah, between us.
He's like, I'm not trying to say this on there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, look, the 4th, that's a good holiday. Like, imagine if your birthday's on the 4th, Christmas, New Year's. You know, there's a couple of them joints that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas is the worst one to have your birthday on because you can't. There's nothing happen. You can't even celebrate.
Yeah,
There's
split it.
nothing happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Halloween, you know what I'm saying? Homies will be having their birthdays. That's not
Yes.
gonna be a party.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
all right. We got to pay some more bills. We're already halfway through the program tonight. So when we come back, we're gonna chop it up with B-Boy. See what he's all about. He's got some brands that he's been promoting through the years. I'm sure he's got some stories. We're gonna have some fun there. We'll have a freestyle later on from LadyBoss. But for now, a new record coming at you from Baltimore, the DMV, with her name is T Savage on this joint right here. T Savage, as I try to where is I'm trying to get the where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm trying to get the flyer. There we go. All right, yes, T Savage, and she hooked up with BG. How about BG from used to be with Cash Money? Yeah. So the joint is called Move. Check out T Savage featuring BG. It's called Move right now. Fresh Juice right now on the radio. We'll be right back. So don't move because we'll have B-Boy and LadyBoss here from Fresh Juice Rainier Avenue.
Big watch, big chain, your boyfriend on my tip, man. He can't believe this bullshit getting spit out by a chick, man. Chick say, put it on our life, she ain't gonna do shit. Lead on the crystal way, I make a move with it. Paper good, keep it clean, bro. Chick never out of style. Girl, my name tastes hella good. I stay up in the hater mouth. Got something to prove to them haters who was doubting me. More weak chicks, you ain't never getting clout of me. Big facts, break that girl apart just like a Kit Kat. Just like she got that dog walking, never got a lick back. Talk that in that group chat, then go look at my new pics. Girl, I'm making moves and you just mad that it ain't you, sis. Ain't apologizing cause I'm winning and you big man. Shorty dumb as hell, she thinks she bigger than the program. Think that you was better and can't touch me like you know hands. Watching all my moves, you ain't a hater, you a big fan. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Girl, I'm making moves and you just mad that it ain't you. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Girl, I'm making moves and you just made that all you. Big whips, that my life. I got beef
with a you know that's on site. 7-Eleven first row, that's my dice. Don't nobody move but me, it's my night. Hot boy beat chisel, yeah, I'm still that dude. Take it with a wank, yeah, I'm still that smooth. LB's head to toe, yeah, I'm still that fly. Neck and wrist bling bling, and yeah, I'm still that guy. Yeah, ever out of line, still a busted. Stand on the G code, never take that stand. Never, I'ma never let them shake my hand. Never, I'ma always make them shake they. Yeah, move
with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Girl, I make it moves and you just mad at it and you get it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Move with it, watch I make a move with it. Girl, I make it moves and you just mad at it and you get it.
Like that.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Heyday, man. Shout out to the Fresh Juice on the Rainier Avenue Radio. And shout out to the Juice Packs themselves, D-Money, Pint Size Patrol, OG Mamba, and ID Yourself. Come on.
A teacher who hurt their back and got prescribed opioids. A daughter trying to cope with a loss in the family. A friend silently struggling, thinking they'll be a burden if they ask for help. People with addiction come from all walks of life. And the truth is they stand a better chance at recovery with our support. Reaching out and sharing local resources can make all the difference. Don't count them out. More people recover with support. Find more ways to help at supportaddictionrecovery.com. That's supportaddictionrecovery.com.
Women are not an homogenous group. We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more. Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Hey, Seattle, tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
What up, yo? We are back. This is Pep, and the man that don't take no mess, Mr. O.B.I.S., Mr. Stevenson. What say you?
I hope you see the hat that I'm wearing right now. That's how mad I am.
I do. Man, you are angry.
I just want to make that be known.
Tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Lidline Sports.
Are you in need of new or gently used clothing? Hope's Community Closet is here to help. We offer a wide range of clothing for men, women, youth, children, and infants. Join us on the fourth Saturday of each month from 12:30 to 4 at the Silent Task Force. We're giving clothing with care, community with heart. Lovely Ladies Lemonade for sale, and shop to the sound of old school soul. Any questions? Contact Alicia Kennedy, Executive Director of Women United at 206-316-7601. 206-316-7601. Come and find the perfect outfit for you and your family. We look forward to seeing you there.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's the kid Legacy Jones, One Fan Music Group's very own, man. Hey, you are tuned in to the Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, ID Yourself, and Superstarr TK. Let's get it, yo. One take, chickens.
When we was born black, ask yourself that. Why they give us that struggle? But we on the map. Why Congress enforce change and cops do their own thing? Nobody catch on till somebody gets slain. Give me your whole page. Let me tell you what I see. Let me paint an ugly picture to show you what I mean. This not a dream. This reality. Ain't no Martin Luther, but I know he be proud of me. Wanna march with my people, show 'em we can have unity. Only black in the room. You know what that do to me? Lot of guilt, lot of shame, cause my people act stupidly. I love us to death. We the trendsetters, even in chains with whips. Yeah, we been better. See, your car nice, look, your house too. You look down on your people, they can have that too. Probably already got it, a little more than you. Trying to understand the hate, we all in last place. What I want for myself, my brother can have the same. Do your thing, stop looking with that evil eye. Half the problem we see when desert eagles fly. Give me answers, I want answers. I can't get none. Give me answers, I want answers. got a set time. Is it pride? Do you really wanna ride? Help me understand where you stand in your mind. Look out for the babies, God's precious gift. Everybody plotting and watching, acting tell it's swift. Acting like your poop don't stink. Miss me with it. I'ma speak from the heart to the death of me. Till my body get cold, till it's none left for me. Boss, why you talk like you not from the hood? I'm tired of what I see and still see it's no good. Get it understood that them crackers don't play fair. An innocent man, Marcellus Williams got the death chair. Hurt me to my heart to know nobody care. I'm the voice for the voiceless. Choose better choices, get money and peace. Don't let them boys blitz, cops waiting to kill a Negro or lock you up for days. Kids having babies depart and go their own way. It's on and on like a sad love song. I just wanna know, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong?
Give Me Answers by LadyBoss. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, off of the EP, A Street Reflection 2.
Yo, that was hot.
That's
I'm,
heavy.
I'm rocking with it.
Heavy content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribed.
Yep. I just tapped in on Apple Music, so I'm definitely rocking with you, LadyBoss, out here on the West Coast.
I think you're on mute.
Oh, you're on mute. Oh, mama. There
I
we go.
appreciate you. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Beautiful music.
Who's doing your beats?
Blizz. His name Blizz. Blizz got beats on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. That was gas.
Yeah,
Everything I heard has been gas. So
yeah,
shout out
for sure.
Blizz.
For sure.
All gas, no brakes.
All right, we gotta turn the page over to B-Boy, and we got a little surprise for you. I don't know if you can tell me who this rapper is, but I'm gonna play this real quick.
Next message. He's saying, what's going on? It's B-Boy and YesPlease.com. I was looking bomb, it's like 2:30. Probably calling you too late, but for me it's too early. I ain't tripping at all. I'm going to McDonald's. Get a flurry, and then it's all promised. I don't care, dog. Just wanted to say what's up. Never get no sleep and don't give a fuck. That's how I roll when I leave the crib. I ain't tripping because I leave the kid right on the curb when I smoke herb. I find my door says, please do not disturb. Anyways, I'm kind of a rebel. Rolling with the cats, I like that street level. And Rockefeller beat, it's so damn hot. The first Jewish song, man, I can't wait for it to drop. I'm about to be a concert. Your boy's doing it. Man, there's no way that they can ruin it. But anyway, I'm letting you know I'm a soldier from Rainier Valley all the way back to Magnolia. And I just wanted to say what's up with you. Call me back for 3432.
Yeah.
Yo,
How old is that?
I know that's a freestyle from like 2002 or something.
2002.
That's still hot. I like
off
it.
the top too.
That was off the top. Yeah. I don't even know how you got that. Yeah. I'm rocking with it. You guys did your research.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people don't understand that your boy actually can rap.
Yeah.
And I can write raps.
What's crazy, my brother freestyles that he don't really rap.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's beautiful to me.
Yeah, before AI.
Before AI,
I'm not
right?
talking Reebok.
Right. Right.
But yeah, man, hip hop is a big part of my life. It's a big part of many of our lives and our journeys. So, shout out for playing that, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure. And we heard that you also used to be a battle rapper as well.
Yeah, I was a battle rapper.
Wow.
Way before where the game is now. The game is a lot different now. There's a lot more theatrics.
That's what I tell people is that was an era where you had to do that.
Yeah. Man. Like,
somebody,
he was really
you couldn't just
freestyle.
be rapping and then people would just be like, "Oh, he raps." No, somebody else raps, and one of y'all got to be better than the other.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just about the antics. It was about bars. It was about funny, jokes. Now it's like
I look at it like kung fu because people just got their own style.
There you go. With the
Right.
kung fu.
Any style can beat another style if you doing it right.
Right. And then I see a lot of these battle rappers now. Like one thing I will say that I think is very interesting is that it's two different type of styles, like worlds apart, and they're coming together and they're trying to clown each other. So I think that's kind of dope. You know what I mean?
I'm from this era of battle, or in speaking of now, because I battle rap now in this era. The hardest stuff to me is the Christian rappers are going crazy.
Yeah,
and it's
Big
you just
Jesus.
wouldn't expect that because there's so much stuff that they couldn't go to.
Right,
but they expanded it to everything else.
Man, one of my really good friends is a battle rapper. His real name Brandon.
Shout out to real name Brandon. I battled him in Vegas.
Oh, word, yeah. He live out there. That's my partner, man. He's a terrific writer too, man. He's wrote a lot of music for a lot of people, low key.
Hard.
And, so yeah, I known him for at least 15 years. And I used to rock with Iron Solomon a lot.
Yeah,
he's from the East Coast.
Legend.
Yeah, he used to rock a lot of the clothing that.
I've probably seen you in a battle.
Man, you probably didn't, man, because when I was battling, bro, you was wearing Ninja Turtle draws.
I'm talking about you were bad, but I think you might have been in the crowd.
Oh, maybe. I mean, most of the time, man, if I'm not on the stage, I'm not putting it on. I'm probably not in the crowd. I might be backstage, But I mean, I've been around the game, man, for a long time, man, in a lot of different facets, man. I've been blessed and grateful. You know what I mean? I've been able to be a part of a lot of really cool brands, a lot of really dope events. I've worked with, celebs. I've worked with smaller cats. You know what I'm saying? So I've definitely been around the block, 15,000 times.
Before we move on to the brands, what do you remember the most about your battle rap?
Days? Like I said, bro, I was doing this before the clout, man. You know what I'm saying? I was doing this before the social media, man. We was going to house parties, man. 6 of us in a Honda Accord, man, going to the North End, going to UW parties, going to Shoreline parties, and really meeting people with the footwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Way before all this, digital action, you know what I'm saying? And we was just slapping hands, cracking jokes, getting in kitchens, taking a couple shots and just battle rapping right there. You know what I mean? And that's the era that I really came from.
A lot of that stuff is just based off appearance and just off judgment. And speaking of which, I was gonna say you called me right off the bat, and you said I was Filipino. Good eye.
Yeah, my wife's Filipino, so I know.
Cool, yeah. What? Because you fall under the ambiguous category from
ambiguous. I like
so I was gonna say, what's your nationality?
Shoot. My dad is white, and my mom's black and Puerto Rican.
Okay. Your mom's black and Puerto Rican.
Yeah. So I'm definitely back when I was growing up, man. When you said mix, it was just black and white. Right. Now it's like you're Swedish, Korean, and Ethiopian. You know what I'm saying? Like it was different in the 80s and 90s. You feel me? But yeah, I mean, I think diversity is everything, man. You know what I mean? Being from the Western Washington, whether it's Olympia, Tacoma, Seattle, Everett. I mean, people out here, man. I think we were some of the most OG mixed people. Before it was like a thing. You know what I mean? Like.
Not just to mention the mix, but you definitely got some resemblance to Joel Ortiz.
Yeah. I've heard that before. Shout out Joel Ortiz, man. He lost a lot of weight. He quit smoking Newports and drinking Coronas. Man, he got his stuff together, man. And he was always a dope MC.
Spitter.
Yeah, shout out Slaughterhouse. I know Joe Budden don't get enough. But yeah. No, I've heard that before. That's funny you say that.
So speaking on the brands, you were behind Two in the Shirt, Rich Kids, some of the biggest brands in the city. But Two in the Shirt, Two in the Shirt, especially.
I've heard the name before.
Well, don't be scared to just say tits. All right.
I don't know if I can.
That's a great acronym.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great era, man.
And all the women on the shirts, right?
Yeah. We had it was graphic tees. It was an era of streetwear where we really kind of came in there and threw a curveball in the game. And it was carried at a lot of big retailers as well as being online. And
you were part of it?
Yeah. I was like head of marketing, I guess.
Okay.
I never really, had like an official title, man. I'm a game spitter, man.
Yeah,
I put my feet on the ground.
So were you approached with the idea already, or were you part
of one of my great friends, he started the brand. Shout out Merrick, and he put me on.
That brand is from here in Seattle?
Yeah. I mean, it started here.
Yeah, Two in the Shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
we had office in LA. So we spent a lot of time in LA. That was downtown LA. And we worked with photographers out there, out here. I mean, Houston, Miami. I could.
If you could quickly start from like the beginning and like working small offices to where it went.
I mean, look, man. I remember it was 2005. Man, my boy came home with a box.
I like a timeline.
And he came home with a box of shirts. Sat him down in the living room and was like, "We're gonna put chicks on shirts, man. We're gonna sell 1 million of these."
Come on.
And I'm sitting there like, "No, we're not, bro."
Come on.
And I was wrong.
You sold 1 million of them?
I'm sure around there.
All right,
Yeah.
I did buy a house. I mean, you know,
Yeah, for sure.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
come
Like,
on now.
like, bro, like I don't mean to like get overconfident, but like, you know,
No, because
we
it was
was really
it
doing
was
it.
a
We
few
really,
places. Like
we
I
really
definitely
like,
remember it. You know what I'm saying? It probably was like right before my time of like I can actually buy my own clothes.
yeah.
But for sure,
No,
I definitely remember.
I mean, you said you graduated high school in 2005,
06.
06. Then you definitely were an adult because from really like 08 to 2013 is really when we were snapping.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
You feel me?
And one thing I really remember about the Two in the Shirt era was when you guys made this collab album with Dime Def, the sex tape.
Absolutely.
Man.
Shout out Dime Def.
Tell me how this got put together, because it's like the first album I ever heard that was literally an album associated especially with a brand.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. But I will say that the music video that we did for that record, Do Something, is the name of that song. Boy,
yeah. That hits even to this day.
That was slapping. Man, we had some people in that one that were cracking. And it was directed really at a high level. You know, I think the project came about because Soul Gorilla existed.
Yeah.
And you know, Two in the Shirt existed. You know, we're both in the town. We were both doing high level things, and it would just make sense.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, streetwear has taken a lot of turns in the last decade and a half.
Yeah.
And I feel like at that time, it was, you know, the crossover between hip hop and streetwear was really at its highest level. You know, I think now, you know, it has more lanes than just that. Back then, that was kind of cool.
Well, I watched the documentary on the And One.
Okay.
And you know, they started off with the idea of a T-shirt, and they took it to NBA.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty inspiring just to see somebody with that idea of a T-shirt, because everybody wears a T-shirt. You know,
right.
Everybody need to wear clothes.
Everybody wears.
Everyone
hats,
does
too.
need to wear clothes,
and that's why, you know,
except
by the
in
way, I
that
sell
one
hats.
beach in Seattle.
That beach.
I see
That one
an
beach. He's been there.
inventory, man. That's dope.
But
Are they snaps?
Yeah. I've been doing the snapback since January. Soul Gorilla is the brand. The theme right now is real ones only. It's about bringing people together, celebrating your people.
Yes.
I got 4 colorways right now, and I got more on the way. And yeah, man, it's been growing slowly. You know what I mean? I've really just been putting my feet on the ground and just hitting up people and, you know, sending them out, shipping them out all over the country. You know, I got a website, soulgorilla.co, no M. And, you know, man, it's been a blessing, man. You know what I mean? Because again, like the quality of the product, you know what I mean? It's not just about the style, it's about the durability of it. I'm rocking,
We can see
I'm rocking
it. We
one
can see
right
it.
now.
Yeah, we
you
can
know?
see it.
And I brought in a couple for you guys to check out. You know what I mean? We'll put them on camera or whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah, man, you know, like I said, man, you know, I've always been trying to put people, products, and productions together. You know, whether it was curating events, throwing parties, you know, working with product placement with the brands that I've been a part of. You know, it's all about the people, man.
Yeah, for sure.
No, for sure.
Can't do it without the people, man.
Yeah,
whatever it may be. So shout out to everybody listening too.
Yeah, I was told there was a little bit of a story involved with the starting of the Soul Gorilla brand.
Yeah, well, there's a story with everything.
Yeah, of course.
What would you like to know?
I don't know. I was told by a source that it was an interesting story, so I'm just
How did it
curious.
start? Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
What'd they say? Let's hear it.
I'm trying to hear from you.
I mean, I can give you my version for sure.
Let's hear it.
I mean, look, man, I started throwing house parties at UW.
Let's go.
Okay. Me and my partners, man, you know, we were just inviting people to the crib, throwing big bangers. And
were you charging at the door? Or it's just open there?
No, not really. You know what I mean? You know, put up on the bottles. You know, we may or may not have had a bar. Okay. But yeah, I learned how to make money off the functions real early. And then once I did my first ever party at a club, my boy's family owned a venue, and it was like, hey man, it was knocking. The graduation party was knocking. We made money. It was like, hey man, let's do this every week. You know,
let's go.
You know, and you know, 7 years later, man, I was doing 5 nights a week.
Wow.
You know, really when Seattle was popping. I also feel like nightlife in general isn't the same today as it was in that era. You know, because there's a lot more options now.
Well, the party's on your phone, man.
Yeah.
There it is. Like, you know, you used to have to go out and meet people.
Yeah.
Now you're swiping. I'm not saying you guys are, but you know,
Yeah, of course.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
you're ordering DoorDash. Like you used to have to go get food.
But
You
you know
know
what's
what I'm saying?
interesting about it though? What you're saying, I think what is also different is that nowadays, back then I feel like people have to go certain places. Now people are like, oh, the aquarium. We're throwing a day party at the aquarium. And people are renting out different spaces, and there's more like peer space. You can rent out random venues, and now there's rooftops and
day parties are cracking now.
They are,
for
like
sure.
or what is it? Privatized like events or
day functions,
Mhm.
private events, like you're saying. Yeah.
Or you might go to the club and it's a different party because a different promoter is throwing it this night versus the club promoting it. And so, like,
well, I feel like promoters are kind of extinct.
I was going to ask you, what is their job now?
They're around, but it's just different the way they're being used and the way they're different. But shout out to everybody that's still in the game doing it. You know what I mean? I definitely still do a couple events a year, but I definitely can't do 5 nights a week. And that's I'm out that game. That's a young man's game, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Last thing you want to do is, man, be 48 years old trying to dunk like a 21-year-old on the hoop court, right? You feel me? The Achilles ain't the same, man. That metaphor goes for the game itself too.
Yeah, but also, I would think your audience grows with you though.
It does, and that's why you do less parties.
Yeah,
so you just answer the Patron
for sure.
My man, you're on top of it. I feel it.
For
But
sure.
Like I said, the era that we're in now is a lot more digital. Like you said, the party's on your phone. The party's on your phone, man.
The promotion is on the phone. Yeah,
I run my whole business on the phone.
Oh, wow.
Right? I mean, I got to, but
even that is going extinct.
Yeah. Well, it's not as used as much, but I still think there's a place for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, phones are cool, but I couldn't imagine doing everything on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know what? Now you got your laptop and your phone.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the game is the game, man. You know what I mean? Like, you adapt or die.
Yeah.
So you got to just keep working, keep pushing, keep going. And that's, like I was inspired listening to Ladyboss's music, for example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm rocking with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm here to encourage her because I like her message, like her sound, and that's what we need to be doing more of, y'all. We need to be, supporting our folks,
right?
Buying our homies brands, but come out with something good though. Okay?
Yeah.
I hate supporting whack stuff, right? And I say that as a person that has products, and I promise you the quality is not whack.
Yeah.
So always put your best foot forward when you put down something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my advice, everybody. Sorry if that sounds.
That's good advice.
I think there's some truth to that.
But also be willing to take the feedback when, like, if you want people to support you, your people, you got to also understand they're your customers too, in the sense of.
Have you ever done something as a collaboration album for how you did the Dime Def situation, but more like I bought the FUBU CD.
Okay.
They had like LL on it and a bunch of other artists like Mr. Cheeks and stuff like that.
Mr. Cheeks is a crazy name. That guy's nuts. Yeah, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, of course. I mean, nah, man, I ain't got to that point yet, man. But if any rappers or EDM people or black cowboy singers we talked about, come tap in with me, man.
Yeah.
Soul Gorilla, man. Let's do something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to work. I'm ready to grind.
Put some soul in Soul Gorilla.
If you want to speak on the game, man, I was gonna say, what's like a bad investment you had doing the clothes?
Ooh, never, man. I've always won. And that's on everything.
That's not what we came here to share. I mean, look, you want to know the trial, how we get there.
The trials and the tribulations.
Somebody got to watch it.
If you want to talk about losses, man, you might have to bring a different guest in here. Man. Check my resume real quick. You know what I mean? Go ahead and just, But I will say this though, we've all had moments where we wish we would have did something different.
Yeah.
Because the way you phrased that question, you said loss. Like, I mean,
I think it's a bad investment, but
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I never really lost, like, to the point where, I was down.
But was there like a shirt that just wasn't selling as much as the others? Like,
I'm sure. I didn't keep track of all that because that wasn't my department. You know what I mean? My job was to get it popping, bring the projects. I wasn't, counting,
sales.
Or was there a time when something didn't go as you expected and you had to pivot?
Oh, well, yeah. That's all the time. That was me driving here. Trying to turn right on McClellan. You feel me? But I mean, I would say like, man, that's a really good question, man. I remember, for example, when Tits was on and popping, we had a a model by the name of Brittany Daly, who I'm still friends with to this day. She's super baddie. She was in the video Chris Brown and them guys did called Deuces. And so we had brought her out to Seattle for a party at this club that's no longer called Republic. And it was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So that's like a banger of a night, right? This is about 2012, but it freaking snowed. Or it was like super cold or something happened to where like we couldn't really turn it up. So yeah, that was the night where we took an L.
And she came through though?
Yeah, we had her here. It just wasn't what it was supposed to be, because that had all the makings of being like a legendary night for a function, right? And
I think I remember that year. I think I sprained my ankle in that snow.
Oh wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. I think I remember that people was just parking on the highway.
Yeah.
I remember that because I was a senior and we had snow day.
Snow day.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I think it was
that
about
was
snow.
no. I was.
You got a good memory, dog, for real. Nah, I mean, but it was one of those like real deal, just crazy situations. I'm trying to think more another good story of a loss, man. You know,
let's go, man.
You know,
it seems like you're just an optimistic thinker. I think that's also where it's hard to see losses, because if you're someone who has a loss, but you're like, oh, I'm resilient and I can get through this, a loss may not seem like a loss. Where like to somebody else, it's like.
I guess it's just how you break down a loss.
I can see that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we've all had a couple bumps in the road or whatnot, but it's never really been like a super big loss. I'll tell you what. You know what? The biggest loss was the fact that I think Two in the Shirt should have, we should have sold that company for $25 million. To be honest,
how much it sold for?
Yeah. I do. I'm not going to talk about that on live.
Fair enough.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, like, it's one of those deals where I feel like it could have been much bigger. But you know what? The legacies matter too.
Yes, they do.
Sometimes it's not always about the money, man. It's about the respect. You know what I mean? The fact that I can touch down in about 12 major cities in America and power players in those places rock with me, that's worth money.
Yep.
Yeah.
What were the couple of stores that y'all went to? I know you mentioned a few.
Dillard's, Zumi, Paxson, Metro Park.
Wow,
was a big one for us.
Karma
Loop. I mean, that's an online store. But I was giving you the bricks and mortars, right? And a bunch of boutiques. Some that probably aren't around now. You know what I mean? But I mean, bigger than just the actual stores, man. And shout out the cities that really rocked with us. Miami, LA, Phoenix, Houston, Chicago, New York. You know what I mean? Like parts of Jersey. We really were able to pull up and go to those spots. I remember we did a lot of trade shows too. I think trade shows, like today's version is like SneakerCon, right? We did a lot of trade shows, around the country where, we got to meet people in person and sell products, hang out in their cities. And I look forward to doing more of that stuff with the Soul Gorilla hats. That's just, I'm not doing that full time,
Yeah, for sure.
We all got, we're adults now and, we got work as well.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's harder to move around. But that's my advice to anybody doing a brand is continue to connect with people in different places, man. Get out of your own network and go find some more people. And of course you can do online and meta ads and all that. That's a part of the game now too. But always pick up that phone and connect with people in real life.
Before we get to our show and tell portion of the show, and we also have a special guest waiting in the reads, but I wanted to know real quick, how did the nickname the Mayor come about?
I have no idea. And that's more of like just like playful. It's not really like it doesn't carry with me all the time, but I think it's just a tribute to like I was just talking about, always, shaking hands, kissing babies, so to speak, always being able to, right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm, I hate to sound passive aggressive, but like, I do ride the fence a lot. You know what I mean? Like I don't inherit other people's beefs. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my own platform. I got my own relationships. You know what I'm saying? So like if somebody doesn't like somebody else, but they're both my homies, well, then, hey, man, you guys are both going to be my homies when you're not around, because I don't have a beef with you because so-and-so has a beef. I just don't. Unless it's something super duper drastic that's just out of pocket disrespectful. But, I don't play games, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that, the reason why I've been respected and I've been successful is because I always have good intentions.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
never done anyone dirty ever in my life. And if anyone can prove me wrong, I'll give you $100.
Woo!
I'm just joking. I ain't giving you nothing, but ain't nobody gonna be able to say that.
Salute though, man.
All right, let's see here. We got a couple of things to cover. We got some examples of brands throughout the years. Here's Tech 9 and Gucci Man wearing some of your brands. Let's see. We got these right here.
Ew.
Just me hanging out. Look at that model.
Just hanging out. Let's see. These are some of the examples of the Soul Gorilla snapbacks right there.
Those are hard.
And there's you right there.
Shout out my homegirl Darla.
Dola.
Hey, she's in that picture.
And let's see. Oh, this is with Macklemore right here.
Yeah, good old Macklemore. Shout out Ben.
Yeah.
And that's Isaiah Thomas, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
IT.
And
Big legends.
Wow. And then we got one right here.
That's Currency.
Currency. Okay. Nice.
That's like from 2012. Gosh.
Wow.
Wish I would have been able to send more good photos, man. And sometimes when you get put on the spot, you're like,
yeah,
here.
of course.
You know?
Of course.
Thank you for sharing.
I feel like it's harder
You got the legends in there, man.
And then you brought in some actual physical examples. So let's go ahead and flash those on the screen real quick.
Flash those on the screen.
I'm going to be called white all show long. Real ones only. Look at those. Those are dope.
Yeah, with the nails.
Look at that.
Hey, the nails are fire. I gotta admit it. I gotta salute.
Yeah.
You're not messing around.
Oh, I don't.
Look, they kind of go with that hat though.
Come on. Okay. Yeah. Let's. There we go. There you go. We got trade.
Okay. Look at that. Real ones only.
Yeah, man. I've been selling these for $35 a pop, man.
Beautiful.
They're moving low key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, man, it's about bringing people together.
Mm-hmm.
Cop these.
Real ones only, man. Like, I mean, come on. Who's not a real one? If
Cop-
you're not a real one, I feel bad for that. I'm very sorry if you're not a
fake one. That's a
Cop-
fool right there.
That's nice.
Comp all these snapbacks
You wanna
at
be a rule, you wanna be a
soulgorilla.co. Soulgorilla.co to get your snapbacks right now, man.
Yeah, that's love, man. I appreciate you guys supporting. And like I said, man, it's all about bringing people together, just like you guys are doing.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, that's what y'all radio show is doing. So thank you guys. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Salute back, man.
Speaking of bringing people together, TK's got a weekly karaoke event that goes down right here a couple block away.
Yeah, it's every Thursday. Sign up start at 8:30, but karaoke actually starts at 9. We end at 1. We would love for y'all to show up. It's always a good time. It's R&B, hip hop, but you can sing whatever. All are welcome. But yeah, we have a good time every Thursday. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, Island Soul, y'all.
Island Soul, mhm.
Thursdays.
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, we got a special guest waiting in the weeds right here. He's got a quick little update for you all. He's a very he's a friend of the show, man. We brought him on a lot, man, and you know, one of the biggest in the town from Federal Way. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Here comes Stuey Newton.
What's up with the people, man? Yeah.
What's good? What's
man,
good?
Man. It's always good to see y'all, man. It's always good to see y'all, man.
For sure, for sure. I know the album has definitely been moving. The Either Way, I Ain't Sorry.
Either way, I ain't sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know, dropped a few months ago, still moving. You know what I'm saying? You know, real quick, I just want to say July 26th, man, we having a 90s Freaknik pool party in Auburn, Washington. Tickets is available now. I'm performing there and I'm shooting a video there. Y'all make sure y'all be there. You know what I'm saying? You might get a free one of these too. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
wait. Time out. You said 90s Freaknik pool party in Auburn.
Hey.
I'm just making sure I heard that right before I hallucinate and melt.
Space out now.
Anything can happen, brother. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Sheesh.
Well,
anything could happen, my brother.
Hey, live it up, man. I might have to just slide by, man. No diddy.
Look, you just drive me like pick up the window, like.
Hey, that's good work.
What's the latest with the Stuey packs?
Man, you know, pretty much the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that comes to any performance, any event that I'm at, as long as you come support me, you get one for free. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a couple of these. These are Stuey Pack XLs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have a couple of these. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me about how you can get one of those. But I'm definitely giving out, you know what I'm saying, the general Stuey Packs for free, pretty much to anybody that just pulls up and shows support. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
You know, you want one? All you got to do is pop out and show some love. You get one. It's that simple.
Free smoke, free smoke.
For sure.
Yeah.
I know we're this is only a quick little thing, but can you tell us how you came up with the Stuey Pack idea though?
I mean, really just thinking like, you know, I want to think outside the box. You know what I mean? Because one thing about like, it's a lot of talks of like about, you know, the scene being dead and stuff like that. Like, I feel like this is a conversation that kind of comes up every so often. But me, I'm the type of person like, instead of blaming it on the scene being dead, it's just like, you know, there's always something I feel like we can do. So I was just like, you know, what can I do? You know, like an easy way to get my name out there and kind of stay relevant. But it's like, man, we in Washington. Who don't like weed? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you know what better way to have a business card than as a bag of weed? So, you know, what happens is that's why you get it for free, because it's really a business card. So you scan the QR code on there. Everything with Stuey Newton pops up. Tickets to my shows, my new video, my project. Follow me on social media. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way to stay up to date. You know what I'm saying? And then we're working on something new right now. We trying to get it all the way figured out. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek. We got the Stuey Plus coming soon. So we figuring out how to get that cracking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just a way to give back to the people that support me. You know what I'm saying?
This man is a genius, y'all.
That's smart. Real smart, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Let's see here.
Speaking of the smoke, man, you got a new joint.
Yeah,
Okay, new
yeah,
joint.
we're about to play the new joint, Virgin Lungs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, man, it's on that. Either way, I ain't sorry. Stuey Newton, Virgin Lungs. She said she never smoked tobacco. She got them virgin lungs, man. Tap in.
Before we play the record, though, LadyBoss needs to call it a night. I know she's been up with us and over there in Philly, man. So we definitely want to say we definitely appreciate you for rocking with us tonight. But we want to give you the opportunity to suggest a guest you think would be a good fit for this show. They don't have to be a rapper or singer, but they do have to be someone that you can personally refer. Who do you think would be a good fit?
You asking me that?
Yeah.
I guess
any and everybody that got a brand that want to explore that can expand a brand, I think would be a good guess.
Okay.
I know a lot of people, so I really can't.
I do appreciate you staying up with us all the way out there.
And to the ones that's on here, y'all just stay doing y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Any final words you want to say before we go? Anything you want to promote? Anything that we haven't touched yet?
Yeah, see, that's my phone.
The latency, right?
Yeah.
The EP is out. Follow me on Instagram. Street Reflection 2 is out. Follow my Instagram, A Lady in the Balls. That's on all platforms, A Lady in the Balls. Thank y'all for having me.
For sure. We appreciate you definitely for rocking with us. All right, we're going to get to, we still have another half an hour left in the program. B-Boy is here, man. We got more to chop it up with him. We appreciate Stuey for checking in with us, of course. We'll get him on for a full show here eventually too. But here is that new video, Virgin Lungs.
Once you get around a real one, don't play with it. When it comes to them strings clouding up your brain, baby, I'ma stay with it. Rolled up and she can't hit it, cause my habits is way different. Mac Drake said we don't like him skinny, so I gotta put an 8 in it, just trying to show her a good time. Usually she on dates, singing her friends group and some ratchet us, always screaming how they hate singing. Trust me, I understand that. The mother suckers ain't me though. Kick back and free your mind with this high quality weed smoke. Let me set the mood right so we can start romancing. Underneath the moonlight, it got my jewelry dancing. Shorty think I'm flossing like a motherfucker. Let her hit the wood, she started coughing like a motherfucker. Virgin lungs. She never smoked a backwood, she got the virgin lungs. Promise that you'll be fine, or are we wasting time? Please don't waste my time. Yeah, virgin love. Hey, blunt number 2. I know you tired of them lame niggas can come up with a goon. I'm so high right now, you looking like a nuts on the moon. We should go fuck on the moon. Rent out a 5-star hotel, I'ma take you up in the room. The way that she looking at me, I can tell that she needing that. Let me hit another Stuey pack, cause this shit's like an aphrodisiac. It ain't nothing like me and you, this weed ain't got no strings attached. Rolling up this true serum, so you know I only been speaking facts. Finally got a king, so acknowledge it. Them mother niggas in they politics, I'm stepping up your tolerance. Now I got you smoking like a mother. Let her hit the wood, she started choking like a mug of virgin lungs. She never smoked a backwoods, she got the virgin lungs. Promise that you'll be fine, or are we wasting time? Please don't waste my time. Virgin lungs.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Stuey Newton, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. One time for the juice pack, my boy D Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. Yeah, told you I could read.
Love food? Here's some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Place in reusable containers. Keep bread in the freezer for longer storage. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Hello, I'm Tony Young, and every week I will be your guide to the music of the Fab Four with my show With the Beatles. John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr, those 4 lads from Liverpool. First airings are Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. with repeats on Thursdays and Saturdays from 8 to 10 a.m. right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Tune in to catch Beatlemania.
The climate crisis is here, and communities most impacted are standing up. This is Earth Deserves More Than a Day, hosted by Rainier Avenue Radio and King County Parks. From elected officials, grassroots leaders, from river tours to cultural art, we gather to take action. Listen in. Learn more, then get involved, because the Earth can't wait, and neither can we.
Yeah. Hey y'all, it's Traffic Jam with Kareem.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Hey, Traffic Jam. Rainier Avenue Radio, download the app so you don't miss out what's popping, crack, with shining. It's your boy, Cream the Dream, on another beautiful week on here on Traffic Jam in Seattle. I hope you guys doing what you're supposed to do, being you're supposed to be. I got a good show for y'all, a lot to talk about. You know, Kareem the Dream, keep up with everything.
Get your entertainment news with Kareem on the Traffic Jam, Thursday at 4 p.m.
A new law is helping people save more money on prescription drug costs. You may also be able to save with Medicare's Extra Help program. Your premium costs can be zero and your out-of-pocket expenses are low. Who should apply? Single individuals earning less than $23,000 a year, or married couples earning less than $31,000 a year. Even if you don't think you qualify, you should still check out this program. Visit ssa.gov/extrahelp. Medicare costs are covered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Bang Bang, the rocket launcher, Ready Raw Beats. And you're listening to Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, The Juice Pack, D Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. Bong bong.
Yeah.
Great God.
I feel like my hands tied for the first time in life. I'm lost, moral compass is off, GPS is off. I was dealt a hand, I want to give back. Discussing cats I around my son, why I did that. Man, yo, he was way too young to digest what I was saying. In the mix of grown people conversation, instead of playing, he was privy to conversations he never should have heard. Now he emulating and trying to hang on to every word. He should have never heard how I took a 9 out of every bird, and how I got a G-pass and I could hang on any curve. That ain't gangsta, that ain't what my son deserved, cause of what he heard and saw is the reason he disturbed. Should've had him in the masjid, make a salat, not on the block with dumb niggas glorifying his pops. He used to smile, but I can imagine he was horrified. Hearing the things about his dad, niggas glorified. He had to be traumatized. I'm preaching the right thing, but mixing the message like I never even acknowledged my lessons.
I'ma tell you to go to school and take you out for a show. Give you a choice and ask you yes or no if you wanna go. I should've said nah, stay in school and get the knowledge, son, buckle down. After that, then go to college, son, you'll know what pride tastes like. Unless you swallow some, I should've been a better role model for you to follow, son.
Moments I wish I had never shared. You're my heart and my soul, but my actions say I never can. And the thought of me losing you is the only time I'm ever scared. And no matter what we fighting about, I need you to know that I'm forever here. Oh, forgive me. I was a young man learning how to be a dad. I should have never exposed you to everything I go through, knowing you would get attached. So who am I to be mad at you? Oh, a reflection of who I am. I only wish you the best health, wisdom, success, giving all, even through my sins. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Oh, forgive me. Please.
That's my brother Polo down there. Features back with Michigan.
Yes, Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. That is a Great God, Sins of a Father, featuring David Ruffin on that joint. David Ruffin.
I just figured it was the David Ruffin spin.
Probably. Off of the album God Hurts Too. So there you go.
I mean, you got us coming off the break, man. We were getting into a lot of the clothing line situations, man. You were talking about hats and how, man, you sold a lot of hats in your time.
Yeah, I mean, all the brands. I mean, snapback hats have been around a long time. I just kind of feel like, like
they left and came back.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I mean, fitteds have their lane too,
but you gotta have the sizes, and it's like it's crazy inventory.
Yeah, fitteds is ridiculous. I'm not touching that.
You don't like fitteds?
I mean, I love fitteds, but I'm not gonna sell none.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean. Like
that's that's a lot more.
Oh my goodness, like sizes and dealing with all that.
Have you seen the fitteds that? I mean, they're obviously not fitteds, but they look like fitteds because they go all the way there and they have a snapback on them. That's the ones I've been getting lately.
I would like to see that.
Okay, yeah, they're I'm
sorry. I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
Speaking of wrapping your head, man, how'd you do in the bucket hat era?
Oh man, bucket hats is cool. You know what I mean? I still got a couple homies that rock them. You know what I mean? And I feel like they're still around.
I wear them, so yeah.
Me too.
Not really my go-to.
But they had an era though, you know what
definitely.
I mean? Where you probably couldn't sell another hat, and then
right,
they did kind of veer off. They are still around, like you said, but it's not like it was in that Schoolboy Q era.
Yeah. I mean, we was talking about LL Cool J earlier.
Yeah.
Man, his bucket hat game. Yeah. Come on, man. He's a forefather in that game.
For sure.
And but yeah, I just think that everybody got ahead.
Yeah,
right?
They do.
So hats, beanies, scullies, whatever.
Sometimes I lose mine, but
I mean, hey, people lose hats. I've lost a hat or three.
I lose my head sometimes. I forgot to put it on my neck. Walking out the door.
Right.
Where did Sarah's head go?
But I was telling Patron too, though, that nowadays the hair game of everybody is crazy. Like certain cultures and certain people, I mean, dog, I see cats that look, shout out Patron real quick. I mean, man, his braids is off the chain.
Okay.
But dudes is getting braids and dreads with fades and this and that. And I'm like, bro, that's 3 haircuts to achieve that.
Put it together.
You feel me? And this is coming from a dude. I get my haircut once a week.
Okay,
I get a fade every week. I spend G's on haircuts a year.
Okay.
I love that. Okay, but
you want to shout the barber?
Oh yeah. Oh, my barbers. I shoot. I rock with Paul. At Paul's Custom Cuts, and I rock with my boy Johnny. At Johnny's Barbershop in Greenwood. Paul's down in by South Center. So yeah, them is my dogs. But
that's a consistent customer, man.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I have weekly appointments. I don't mess around.
Let's go.
I don't do apps. All you new kids with your apps, you better pick up that phone when I call for that haircut in that lineup.
Okay, you better get this money.
Get your app out here, chief. I'm a boomer
on the app. Now we're on a contact basis.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, you got to plant them seeds. But yeah, man, back to the homies, man. They be having 3 haircuts to achieve that look. I'm just impressed with the dedication, fellas. I mean, the ladies
like,
look.
You can't really just throw a snapback on top of that.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the thing. Like, you know, you gotta know your snapback hat customer. You know what I mean? And then, you know, some people just don't wear hats, man. They got big ass foreheads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They be having them garage doors on their face.
Garage doors.
So, you know, obviously the snap might not be for them, you know, respectfully.
Come on.
So, you know, you got to find your people, man. You know what I mean?
They're out there.
They are out there. There it is. Everybody.
You were saying, you were telling me you had a pretty diverse clientele when it came to the clothing line. Speak more on that, man. Like, what is it, you know, how is it pretty much networking with different walks of life like that?
I mean, you know, it's always, you know, been big in the hip hop, big in the EDM. I would say that those are two of the communities that I rocked with the most. You know, and culturally speaking, you know, man, you know, I grew up in this neighborhood that we're sitting in right now, man. You know, South Seattle, Rainier Valley, CD, you name it, North Seattle. I'm really all city, man, when it comes down to it, man. You know what I mean? And we're one of, I would say that this city is really one of the most like original, diverse places. You know, when we grew up with Asians, Latinos, Samoans, blacks, whites, like, you know, Chinese, Korean, Cambodian, you name it. Like we grew up, East Africans. Shout out my East Africans. You feel me? Like we was doing that in Seattle in the 90s.
Wow.
Okay, like they're just starting to do that in some states.
Yeah,
they're just like, wow, what are you? Filipino? Wow, I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
And, you know, and we got the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just again, it's different. The West Coast, you know, we're very privileged in the diverse you know, department, I think. And I think that's always been a foundation of what I've done with Soul Gorilla, what I've done with Two in the Shirt, or whatever company I've been associated with, because it's always been about the people, man. You know, organically. Like that's how I move.
Man. I think what we're privileged as far as being on the West Coast is when you go to the South, and the history of the South is obviously very segregated. So it's like it's so segregated. It's, you know, literally races were not together, obviously. But here on the West Coast, it's like people are a little more lax, a little more like, okay, we're
a little. What you mean?
I mean, yeah, we are.
I see Asian dudes and white girls walking around holding hands in Seattle.
Like, I'm sorry. I guess I'm talking about history.
Okay,
history-wise. Like in the past, we were still segregated, but it was you could like, and when there was the red line district and like that's what I'm saying. Like, and I mean, it was a little. That's what I mean. Versus segregation was still happening, but like I think because I went to Holy Names, and I think when I looked, they keep a pretty much not even a chart, but they keep all the class photos from the beginning of the school opening. I think the first Black person there was in 1940, and it was open in 1880. So I think, you know, it was still like, but
imagine opening that up in like, you know, West Texas.
Exactly.
That first Black person was like 1999. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like yeah, man. My great grandmother bought her first house in on East Aloha in Madison Valley, and then she sold that house and moved to Mount Baker. And you know, those were like, you know, Mount Baker, CD. That's where all the Black people live.
Yep, because of the red line district.
In Seattle, you know, originally, but that was in the 60s.
Is your family originally like your grandparents, your parents? Are they originally from here? Or did they migrate over?
Yeah. Oh yeah, on my mom's side, everybody's from Seattle. You know what I mean? Or Tacoma too.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, out here, like man, like that was where my great grandmother had her first 2 properties.
Okay. Oh, that's
and I think it was part of that whole situation that you're speaking on. You know what I mean?
And it's interesting with that. People could leave without they had curfew, so that's why it was a little more lax.
Okay,
like,
now that's news to me.
They could leave, but they would be like, "Nope, sorry, you got to go back to the red line district. Like you can go up to Ballard, but then you'd have to leave." I don't know when that changed.
I want to know what year that was.
Yeah, it was very.
We was in Ballard till like 1 a.m.
Oh, that was like in the 50s, 40s, like fast.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're taking it.
I'm taking it like yeah.
Yeah, no, we've overcame a lot of things.
Yeah.
True. The East Coast, man, you know, I wish LadyBoss was still here with us, but like the East Coast is very they have their own, you know, style and things too. Like they're diverse, like, but it's just so different on the East Coast, man. And I love the East Coast. Shout out Jersey, New York, Philly, DC, and all the way down. You know, I still want to go to Boston too. I've never been there, but like the East Coast is just like, it's just like how we're laid back. They're very intense.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're
for
like,
sure.
Like you know what it is out there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah.
You got experience out there, Money?
No, my bestie's from Boston, so
Okay.
I feel you.
Somebody said that Boston is like white people for Houston.
Okay, yep.
She black though, yo. She black.
Oh no, yeah.
Anyway, we got one more song to squeeze in before the end of the show. This one coming to you from Seattle, SOS Dior, with his track Freedom, just in time for July 4th, man. So here we go with SOS Dior.
That all men pay. If your frequency off, then you still enslaved. Can't question your results, all I can do say is that in due time you need instant replay. I'm gone off the chain, let the tire retire. I'm breathing air back in the lungs that once conspired. Never breaking off when woodwinds required. Can't finish this song if I still perspire. I changed up the flow and changed pole position. If you black, white, indigenous, then catch your mission. Raise your flag high now, moonshot the vision. If you going off a broke, make everyone listen. 9/11 changed us, can't forget about that. If your dishing add up, then buy you a 20 sack, double down, get you 40, start moving off that. If you got this mentality, you hustling. All facts. As I'm hitting this pavement, to arrange it so you end on top, no quarter Raymonds. My money stay longer than a short box Chevy. If you imp all about, come impale with me. Najee Harris with the tuck, yeah, I'm still on the show. You got milk on the mind, then let freedom flow. I ain't about half step, instead I'm all about go. If you signed a dotted line, make sure it's good for the soul. I've been transformed, let the music circulate. The blueprint for success is in my DNA. I write my own cards, report card says A. If you that lucky, then give me a play. The dirty bird of the indie, I accept all that. No speed trap can clock me, I ain't taking with that. I'm the hustler of the year, ain't no changing with that. Spit it through the gramophone, I hope you hearing all that. Freedom. Freedom. Let's talk about freedom. Come on.
That is SOS Dior of Freedom on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. It's a taste of your own Seattle right there. Beautiful music right there. All right, we only got a couple minutes left, so I want to get into our closing duties. B-Boy, suggest a guest for us, man, who you think would be a good fit for the program.
Man, so really when you ask that question, it doesn't have to just be Seattle, right?
It don't have to be.
Man, there's so many good people to tap into in this world, man.
Yeah.
Like I could just scroll through my Instagram right now and probably come up with somebody, but I really like influencers.
Mm-hmm.
I like people that are hilarious. I mean, I would love to see Nate Jackson on here. Nate, has he been on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did.
Good. Nate's hilarious all the time. Mm-hmm. I enjoy talking to him. He's not just funny on camera, but he's funny in real life.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, there's just tons of people, man. I'm really gonna try to wrap my head around that. But off top, man, have you guys had Gifted Gab on here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So I'm gonna name a bunch of people that you've had on here. So
okay.
But I think there's some good DJs to tap into.
Nice.
Guy Godfrey would be somebody good to have. He's the owner of Vice.
I don't believe we've had him.
Yeah, he's
what's
dope.
His name again?
Guy Godfrey.
Guy Godfrey?
Yeah, I'll get you his name.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, there's all types of personalities out here and abroad. Like I thought it was kind of dope how like you had LadyBoss on here today.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got my homeboy in Chicago, DJ Eli. He's a
DJ Eli.
Yeah, he's dope. He does a big cigar connoisseur. So he does a lot of events around America. He's the official DJ because he's a DJ. He's the official DJ for all these cigar conventions, and he's super dope. Has a lot of really good stories. He's also, Puerto Rican, so like he has a lot of cool things to talk about.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, I rock with a lot of DJs, man.
Yeah.
My boy, real name Brandon, might be kind of dope to get on here too.
Real name Brendan.
Yeah, real name Brandon.
Brandon.
I shouted him out earlier. He's a dope battle rapper.
Yeah, I battled him in Vegas in 2018.
Okay. Yeah. Was he? Man, he's kind of blown up a little bit. Low key.
I think he's always been fired, but I mean,
yeah, like I've noticed that he's been getting a lot more attention of late. Man, shout out my homegirl Jasmine Kadavid.
Jasmine
Kadavid's a dope artist. She's from South Florida, and now she's in LA. That's one of my greatest friends, and man, she makes some dope music. She might be somebody dope to have on here. Man, so I'll keep turning the wheels and see if I can come up with some more good ideas.
Right, but we got to run out of time.
Yeah, exactly.
What about a final word from you before we close off the mics, man? Anything you want to say?
Man, keep it real. Be great. Do better than yesterday. Real ones only.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
That's dope.
All right. Next week on Fresh Juice, who do we got? King Lee's is coming on the program.
Oh, that's my dog.
King Lee's is now living in San Diego, man. So he'll be checking in from San Diego in California, and then we'll also be joined by Seattle artist Two Tie Tim, who was on the show a couple of years ago, and he'll be making his second appearance. So yeah, King Lee's, Two Time Tim, July 8th, 9 to 11 p.m. As always, will be our 751st episode of Fresh Juice. Tune in for that, King Lee's and Two Times Him. Follow us on all of our platforms. Facebook, we're there. Facebook.com/groups. That's Fresh Juice Media. X and IG, Fresh Juice Media. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Again, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. We do live shows for you almost every week. You can watch it whenever you want. And we do YouTube shorts of our favorite moments of each episode and post them on the daily there. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you ring the bell, you get all Fresh Juice content first before anybody else, man. So that's the exclusive youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media for all Fresh Juice content. All right. As always, I'll be providing the music on Traffic Jam tomorrow on Rainer Avenue Radio, hosted by Kareem the Dream, Thursdays at 4 p.m. And this show will be available at a later time on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, and Amazon. And you can watch all the other recent episodes of ours that are already on the platforms. So, yeah, get your fresh juice fix on all your podcasts platforms. Thank you all for tuning in to our edition of Fresh Juice. Peace and bless.
Come on.
We out.
Yes.